So this is a good time to introduce a skill that isn't only used in quadratics, but it's very commonplace where you'll see it. That's why the book kind of throws it in this chapter. And that is the topic of FOIL. FOIL is a process you use when you want to multiply two parentheses together. So FOIL is used for multiplying parentheses. And it's not a bad process. There are different ways of doing these problems. Like there's a way you can do it with a box where you put the little problem in a box and stuff. I like FOIL because it's probably what you guys have seen before and it's pretty quick and easy to do. But this is when you multiply parentheses. If you are adding parentheses, like if there was a plus sign in here, you would just do combining like terms like we've already learned. When you see parentheses side by side though, that's when you're going to do FOIL because there's really a little time sign right there. So FOIL stands for first, outer, inner, last. If you want to write those words down, you're more than welcome to. I don't even think about those words anymore when I do the problems. I just kind of do FOIL. So even though it stands for something, again, first, outer, inner, last, it's easier if you just kind of get used to doing the process. So what I'm going to do right here, FOIL is basically like an expanded version of distributing. It's just distributing with more pieces. I'm going to take the first part on the left, and I'm going to distribute it to the first part on the right. F for first. So I took my first pieces, x times 2x is 2x squared. Now I'm going to take the outer pieces, or the outside pieces. So this is on the outside, as is this guy right here, the x and the minus 3 on the outsides, and I multiply those. X times minus 3 is minus 3x. Now I'm going to take the inside pieces. That's going to be the 4 and the 2x. Those are on the inside. So I'm going to do 4 times 2x, which is a positive 8x. And finally, I'm going to take the last pieces. So this is last in the first parenthesis. This is last in the second parenthesis. 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. And now I'm just going to combine like terms. I get 2x squared plus 5x minus 12. And that is my answer expanded. So the FOIL process with remembering the letters is really not necessary, I feel. All you're really doing is taking the first guy, distribute it to each part. Take the second guy, distribute it to each part, and you're done. So I'm going to keep powering through these. Whenever you feel ready, you can try them for yourself. But I'm just going to keep going here, plugging along. Negative 5x times 7x is negative 35x squared. Negative 5x times positive 2 is minus 10x. I took care of the negative 5x. Now I'm going to take the second guy. 1 times 7x is plus 7x. 1 times 2 is plus 2. I combine my like terms. Negative 35x squared minus 3x plus 2. Final answer. Next problem here is not written in the same order. The pieces are a little jumbled up on the inside. Doesn't change the process at all. Still just going to do my FOIL. I get negative 21 plus 3x minus 14x, and then plus, negative times a negative, 2x squared. Be sure to rearrange the pieces so the exponents go in descending order. I'll end up with 2x squared minus 11x minus 21. And FOIL works the same way, even when you have bigger pieces being multiplied. Like if you look at this next guy here, there are 3 terms in the second parenthesis. It's totally fine, it works the same way. 4x times 2x squared makes an 8x to the third power. 4x times negative 5x is a negative 20x squared. And I have to go one more time with the 4x because I didn't do it against all of it yet. 4x times 1 is plus 4x. Now I got to take my 10, multiply it against each part. I'm out of room here, so I'm just going to go on the next line. 10 times 2x squared is 20x squared. 10 times negative 5x is minus 50x. And 10 times 1 is plus 10. All I have to do now is combine all of my like terms here. And when I do that, I'm going to end up with 8x to the third. Let's see, I have minus 20x squared and plus 20x squared. Those are actually going to cancel out, so those go away. Minus 50x plus 4x, that's going to be minus 46x plus 10 is my final answer. I have one final problem for this video here, and it's one that kids mess up all the time. One of the biggest mistakes kids make in Algebra 2. So I don't know however many times I say it, somebody will always make this mistake. Please make sure it's not you. The danger comes in with these problems when you see a parenthesis squared. Like this problem right here. There's a parenthesis, there's a squared on the outside. I guarantee, I'll bet big money that somebody on a homework assignment, on a test, is going to be like, oh, it's just going to be x squared plus 36. So go ahead and write that down and put a big X through it and a little sad face next to it. That is not how you do the problem. I will guarantee. I say this right now, it probably makes sense right now, you won't do that, but you'll forget. It happens all the time. When you see a parenthesis squared, you have to rewrite the problem. Hence my note down here. I promise to always rewrite parenthesis squared. So, what I mean by that, and the way I will rewrite it, if something is being squared, it's being multiplied by itself. So this is really x plus 6 times x plus 6. So even though it didn't look like it off the bat, this is actually a FOIL problem in disguise. You just rewrite it twice, and now you do your FOIL like normal. And if you do that, you get x squared plus 6x plus 6x plus 36. You end up with x squared plus 12x plus 36. You can see it's not the same answer we had in blue. So if you see a parenthesis squared, please, please, please remember to rewrite it and do FOIL just like always.